It is a wonderful Sunday here, and I've been using my LG C5 42-inch TV / monitor as my main monitor for about 3 weeks now, and it's been such an amazing monitor to use. I don't know if it can pick up from the camera footage, but I have my little setup here that works. This is a 32-inch IPS panel from LG as well. It's a gaming monitor, but it's been pushed to the side because this is my main monitor now. But I have one problem, and it's that I mainly spend 90% of my content consumption on YouTube. And the thing is, I can only watch it in theater because if I send it to basically full screen, this is way too close for me. Like, I can't watch stuff this close because it's pretty much warped or I'm too close to the screen. And so what I'm planning to do is that there is a little gap behind my desk here. As you guys can see, it's a little dirty, but I'm planning to put a mount or a desk something there about the height of my desk that I have here, and then this is going to go back about 5 inches, and that should be perfect for the length that I am away from the screen. Also, this guy right here inspires me to make YouTube videos. One day, I promise you, I will come in contact with you and tell you that in person. But basically, that's what we're doing today. I have a... So let's first get the dimensions. It's pretty much from the floor. I have to calculate how high I need it. Basically 29.5, so ideally 29.5 or 30 inches off the floor. So there's a couple places that I thought would have the things that I need to mount the TV. Not mount, but basically create a little shelf for the TV to go on. And the first place is a hardware store near my house, and so we are here. And I'm gonna go look for L-shaped mounts and also a little platform that the TV would go on. It does have to be pretty sturdy because I'm not gonna risk, you know, it bending or breaking. And coffee for today, not looking too shabby. This is basically the selection that they have. I found these two, which I think maybe probably would work. It's definitely not too big, but I don't know if these would be thick enough. I found this board that's basically 10 inches exactly, and so I probably will use this, but the thing is, I don't think I want to drill into my walls to mount this, and so I just gotta go find some tables, and for that I might have to go to IKEA, but we'll see. I just found these today, and they're absolutely amazing. Okay, but back to the plan. I bought 6 screws, and I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a board back there. The board is the perfect size, and the screws are there because I still have to find something to hold up the shelf as well as the TV. I've ruled out putting a bunch of holes in my wall. I also don't think it's good long term, especially because I can't find a stud that runs in the wall, so we're not gonna go that route. But I have an idea. We'll find out if it's brilliant or stupid later, but there's one of these, right? My idea is I put my board on top of there. There's 4 screw holes at the top. So I put the board, I screw the holes, and then I put the TV on top here. But the only question is, I don't know how thin this metal is, and I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. I might have to drill a hole onto that first and then do that, or I don't know. I'm not too good at woodworking, but let's go back to it. Let's go back to the hardware store. So far everything has been very unoptimal. I started off going to the hardware store, bought the wrong screws, and so I had to go back, and then with this idea, I'm basically gonna buy a trestle, which is like a little base that has 4 legs that come out, and I'm gonna drill a wooden board on top, screw it down, so I basically have all the parts in the car, and then that's gonna be the base. Is it gonna work? Maybe, we'll see, but so far, I mean, it's been an adventure. We're gonna go to the big Kia. It's a very cold day in California. Usually our weather's much better, but I'm freezing my ass off, and so I'm gonna go, and then hopefully we can get this done by today. So I went back to the hardware store, returned the screws that I had initially because those were for putting holes in my walls. Don't need those anymore. And I picked up other screws that would basically go between the board with the hole in it and the metal trestle that I purchased from IKEA. This is basically what we want right here. Okay, so a lot of things have happened. I'll put the clip up, but basically my dad helped me drill holes. These are the holes that you see into the board. And then from IKEA, I bought this metal frame, which these are the metal frames that I have. And I have one example here, but basically what we do is we put a dryer, I put a dryer on top of here. We put the drill through, and technically this should go all the way through, and it went in here. And then you get one of these bolts, and basically I've bolt hard doing it with one hand. Oh, there we go. I'm basically screwing the bolt on. Then what happens is that basically, I gotta screw it a little harder, but basically that'll keep this sturdy, and then I'll put that TV monitor up on here. So I've uncovered a little problem here. Because I bolted or made the holes a little too tight, these got stuck here. These are all the way through. I basically set it perfectly, and so the teeth are catching on the metal, I believe. The power of modern technology. No! Wait. Damn it. Forgot to put the dryer, the wood sheen. Here it is in all of its glory. I basically makeshifted it, but it's very solid. It's stable. I'm pretty much... Crap. I'm gonna put this behind that desk in that gap, and then we'll move the TV back. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, the best way is just gonna be to pull this back a little bit, and then I'll get this under here. Oh God. Probably have to pull this a little bit more back. Yeah, okay. Just let this up. Okay. Okay. So this is what it looks like now. Behind. And then we'll push this TV backwards. So I have it set just on the block, and to be honest, this is a little bit too low. And if you see, it's not leveled with that, but I have a genius idea. This is the most Frankenstein desk setup I've ever seen, but I found these two blocks from a drawer, and I'm thinking if I put this under each leg, it'll be fitting. So let's try that. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Okay, to be honest though, I like this a lot because it leaves me more room here. It's leveled. I have the blocks basically set properly. And this is the view. If I turn off the lights, it's, you know, it's a perfect fit. Let me see if I can get the light a little bit. This is pretty much what it looks like. Whew, I think this would be better for gaming, for all this stuff. Sorry, the mic was not near my face, but this is pretty much it's a janky setup, but it works. If you see, that's what it looks like. It's very janky, and I probably will have to adjust it because if not, then I can see it go wrong. But so far, I'm loving it.